Pleasure to see you and talk about this film. Obviously, it's such a thrilling thriller, but how excited were you about the project in the sense that liking Dan Brown or liking Ron Howard, what was the big
It's a
incentive?
combination, Dan Brown, Ron Howard, Tom Hanks, then all the co-actors, Felicity and everybody, the locations. So there's a lot of material to get excited, and the character, it's a character which is not so easy to really,
Exactly.
to research on. There's not enough material to really understand him. So it gives you a lot of possibility to imagine and create your picture of this character.
Exactly. Imagine his whole backstory, his
Backstory,
circumstances.
his profession,
Yeah.
which is not a known profession. Uh, Nobody knows that these kind of people exist, but there must be these kind of people who exist because he's in Secret Service, and Secret Service is a secret service. That's why it is secret.
There's not much research you can
There's
do
no
about the
research,
secrecy of the service.
Yeah.
It's a great group of people as well in terms of an ensemble. Obviously, you had a lot of scenes where you were isolated in the Secret Service headquarters,
Yeah.
but you got to meet everybody and work with everyone.
Oh yes, and it was exciting because these people are coming from different world, different countries, and Tom has done this series, so he was very comfortable with it. It's like we are new guests
Yeah.
in their house, Tom and Ron's house, and we had a great time, great time.
Did you send subliminal messages to Dan Brown that it would be great to film in India next? So many wonderful locations that he can go to.
Definitely, I've invited him to India because there are a lot of stories. In every nook and corner, you have stories in India, and there are a lot of material, and it's a very different country. It's a very different country. There's I've been with foreign units in India, and some people just fall in love with the chaos,
Of course.
chaotic life of India.
The buoyancy of it.
The buoyancy.
Yeah. Well, the Bollywood film industry, the Indian film industry are so self-sufficient because it's so huge. So what is the biggest incentive for you to also have a Hollywood career? How much does it make it diversified for you? How does it expand your horizons?
I think they are self-sufficient definitely, but there's a big challenge right now, the way Hollywood cinema is capturing the market. So
Yeah.
they cannot remain self-sufficient for a long time. They have to pull up their songs, they have to make stories which could find different market all over the world. So they have to start making films where they can find new audience. What Hollywood is doing constantly, they're constantly exploring different markets. Like in recent years, the way Hollywood is growing, it's
Exactly.
really commendable.
Yeah.
So India has to do similar thing because India is also a big industry, but they have the audience which are Indian diaspora or Indian audience. So they need to create different audience.
Yeah, no, it's true, and it's also true for us in the Arab world, and especially in Dubai. It's very interesting how films have been flourishing, but Indian
Yeah.
films remain quite popular, and Bollywood
Yeah.
movies as well. So
This
we're a
is
nice
a
mixture like
conventional.
you.
This is
Yeah.
a conventional market, but they need to find a new market as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You've worked with so many famous people, you being so famous yourself. What do you find most thrilling about Hollywood?
Hollywood, because they are making films for the whole world.
Yeah.
So their characters, their stories are written in such a manner that everybody can relate to it, and there are nuances. They play on nuances, and I love every actor love nuances to play nuances. We don't want to play single-dimensional characters, and Hollywood stories, the treatment of the stories, give you the chance to play the complexity, even in a very studio-oriented film, which is for the mass, which is for the larger audience, but still the characters are very nuanced.
What has been the most thrilling scene that you've shot in a blockbuster film so far?
In this movie, I can talk about this movie. This is the scene with me and Tom, where he sees me for the first time,
Yes.
and he's been threatened by a guy, and I save him. But the way I come across, it's difficult for him to really know whether I am
On
a
his side or
threat.
not? Yeah.
I am there to kill him, or I'm there to save him. So that's a very interesting scene.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like Saving Private Ryan indirectly.
Yeah.